Hi guys and welcome to the circus. So here we have another card fight for you guys. So this is gonna be the first proxy play that we'll do for our clan collection volume 1 and 2 reveals. So this is gonna be Kagero with Blockade Dragon. So this is Tito Kai, of course our local Kagero main versus our local Shadow Paladin main, which is Sir Linon, playing his favorite deck as he said before, which is Mordred Phantom. So it's a deck that we really haven't heard a lot from for like a hot minute. So it's like a pretty interesting deck. As still, it's pretty strong. It's really strong because as long as they have the main enabled in the deck, they will have the superior ride engine, which is going to be happening right now. He's going to be calling down the main, resting herself, calling out the grade 2 that retires himself or herself, and fetching a Blaster Dark along with a Soul Blast. So that's going to be enabling the superior ride engine for next turn, unless the main gets retired for some reason. So yeah, let's see what happens here. So he's gonna be riding up to grade 1 the clan selection, not clan collection, the clan selection Dauntless Drive support, right? So this is gonna be the on ride from when it's ridden upon, you get to search a top 5 for a grade 3 for free. So he's gonna be swinging for 1 damage, there goes an main to the damage zone, riding Blaster Dark. So he's gonna be resting the main to call out another unit from the deck that has 5k power. So he's gonna be calling down that superior ride engine unit. So he's gonna be retiring herself along with a Soul Blast and superior riding onto Phantom Blaster Dragon. So that's a beautiful SVR Phantom Blaster Dragon right there. So yeah, let's now see. We are gonna be looking at grade 3 versus grade 1 this early. So since the deck isn't restricted by that restriction, this Mordred deck can run the superior ride engine and just plussing very early. He gets a crit and a Leo fall, and then checking 2 damage, and then gets a draw. That's pretty strong. So yeah, he's gonna be drawing a card, proceeding to his grade 2 turn still, because he's gonna be facing a grade 3 Vanguard. So yeah. So let's see what happens here. What card will he ride? So he's gonna be sitting at 2 damage this early, but I think it's fine. So he's gonna be counter blasting 1, retiring the main along with a Soul Blast. And since he did retire and he is on Vanguard Circle, that Berserk Dragon is gonna be enabled to draw a card, plus the on-ride skill of his grade 1 that I believe he forgot to use. He didn't use the grade 3 Searcher. That's weird, but you know, sometimes you do forget it sometimes because you're not used to it. And yeah, let's just see what happens here. So he's gonna be calling out the grade 2 that retires itself to draw a card at the end of the turn. If you retire a unit, I believe that's the condition. He's gonna be swinging for 10, another 10. He guards for 5, and then 10 again. Drive checking a Lava Flow Dragon. He's gonna be swinging for, that is a 1 to pass, and then yeah, this is a 13, I believe. This is 13. So yeah, he guarded there for 10k to guard it because it's only like a 21k. And yeah, he's gonna be retiring that grade 2 as I said before, and then drawing a card. We're gonna be proceeding now to the Mordred Phantom player. He's not gonna ride up yet. Maybe he doesn't have Mordred Phantom yet. But still, having that Phantom Blaster Dragon on the field is already enough pressure, or at least enough defense, because as we saw earlier, he's gonna be sitting at 13k base versus a 10k base Vanguard on his Tito Kai's side. So he's gonna be defending himself quite effectively in the next few turns that our Kagero player first had. So yeah, I was gonna be resting down the main once again to fetch another Blaster Dark. He's gonna be preparing for a big push when he finally rides Mordred Phantom. So he's gonna be swinging for 10k against a 10k. Quick Shield goes down, swinging for 23k and gets first check a bird that is an intercept and a crit, giving everything to the Vanguard. Gets 4 damage, gets a draw trigger as a defensive. Second check a heal that goes off. That's is gonna be healing out 1 damage. Gets to 3 damage, which is quite big, I would say. So yeah, let's now see what happens here. He's gonna ride onto Blockade. So yeah, this is where the fun starts. So Okay, so looking at the board state, our Kagero, our Shadow Paladin player has a grade 2 on the board, meaning if he can retire it, I mean he will retire it just for a CB1, he can potentially just put out a bunch of power on the board. So he's gonna be using that grade 1, the support for Seal Dragon, so Soul Blast 1, and then discard a card. And then if he calls a grade 2, he can potentially just call a grade 2. Or if he didn't call a grade 2, he will draw 2 cards. So he will call grade 2, no draw 2. No, you can't draw. You turn that, Tito Kai. Okay, so he didn't draw. Since he did retire, he will now use Airmo's skill to Soul Blast. Oh no, he didn't use Airmo yet. So not yet, I guess. This is gonna be he's gonna be taking it back. He's not gonna use Airmo anytime soon, but I think it's okay because Airmo is still a pretty good booster. It's an 11k booster on his own, which is pretty nice. And behind Lava Flow is gonna be 24k, which is a pretty nice number to work with. He's gonna be calling down Lava Flow and checking top 5, nothing there, whiffs, just to reset the deck, I believe. And then right here, he's going to be finally using Blockade to retire 2 rear guards, especially grade 2 rear guards, and for each grade 2 retired unit, he will plus the board for 10k each unit on the front row. So in a total of 20k to the front row for the rest of the turn. That is very, very big and it's very, very threatening. So right here, he's going to be using Airmo skill finally to counter charge and then draw a card on top of that, which is going to be just filtering his hand and plussing a lot more cards. So he's going to be calling down a grade 2 that retires again himself to draw a card, swing in finally for a big number, which is I can't count because he will just perfect guard it. First check Dauntless, second check a Lava Flow, so nothing there. Okay, so no damage yet. He's gonna be swinging for, I believe that's 33. So he's taking the damage, power to the Vanguard, a heal goes down, not going off. So he's gonna be swinging for, I believe that is 23, 43, and then he's taking the damage, goes to 3. End of the turn, retire that unit, and then draw a card. He's gonna be now going to his third grade 3 turn, no, fourth grade 3 turn. So yeah, will he finally ride Mordred or not? Let us see what his decision is. Will he commit? I believe he already has like 2 Blaster Darks in hand right now. So if you can potentially spam the board with more force markers, this is gonna be quite threatening. And he is sitting at 3 damage. Tito Kai is sitting at 3 damage and he is sitting at 3 damage as well. And yeah, let's see what happens here. Will he ride up or not? That is the question. Looking at the board state, his field. Oh, he didn't ride up. He's just swinging for 23k vanilla onto the opponent's side. He's taking it. He's not committing to any guard value. Checking a Mordred and a Phantom. A Blaster Dark. Those are all the key pieces that he needs. So that is quite something. He's now ready for his final push turn, I believe next turn. Sitting at 4 damage though. That is quite a good spot to be in, given that no, it's good for the Mordred player because setting at 4 versus a big turn next turn is quite threatening, and he is sitting at 3 damage at the moment, which is a very good spot to be in because Kagero can only swing thrice unless he rides Dauntless, which he did. So he's gonna be riding onto Dauntless. Where's the force marker, bro? You forgot the force marker, right? Where? Oh no, he gave the power. He gave the force marker to the Vanguard. I couldn't see it. Apologies. So he's gonna be swinging for 33. No boost because he will restand because he has 4 more cards in hand. So let's see. He takes the damage. First check the grade 1. Second check a heal that goes off. Oh my god, that's actually quite big. That is a very big heal. So since he checked a trigger, he's gonna be giving it to that Berserk Dragon sitting at 23k, which is still a magic number. So using that skill of Dauntless, drive Dragon to discard 3 cards if he has 4 more cards in hand, and then restanding that unit, and no minus drives at all. It's gonna be -3, but in reality, it's gonna be like a net -1. It's just a net +1 because his drive checks are just the same, but he discarded 3. So he's gonna be guarding for a total of no pass or 2 pass, nothing. So he did check nothing there, no triggers, meaning it will still give plus 10k to a unit because of Dauntless skill. Swinging for 33, takes the last damage, and then the lava flow doesn't hit anymore because it already attacked. So finally riding onto Mordred. Okay, so here is where it gets quite interesting. Okay, so let's see. He's calling down the Branwen. That's the Branwen, right? So he's gonna be the grade 3 searcher, and deck thinning is deck winning. So he did check a grade 3, discarding it to the drop zone, and basically his hand is quite low, so it's potentially his final turn. Also, he is sitting on Dauntless. Tito Kai is sitting on Dauntless, so if he has a Blockade, he can still re-ride. I mean, he can ride again, and then he will swing for 4 times with no minus drive checks, which is quite threatening, given that his situation is at 5 damage. So he is going to be calling down 2 Blaster Darks, getting 2 Force Markers, 2 on that rear guard circle, which is sitting with 3 Force Markers at the moment, giving 1 Force to the other side. That is a 5 Force Marker, calling down that grade 3 that has a weird name to retire 2 units and get 1 with the same grade as the total grade retired from that skill. So he's going to be CB1, retiring 2 Blaster Darks, calling out a Blaster Dark once again, getting yet again another Force Marker, which is very threatening. It's sitting at 50, and then he's calling it down there, plus that the Blaster Dark on his right side has 10k from that grade 3 skill, using that skill of that Blaster Dark to retire 2 units, but with his opponent's choosing. So yeah, he's calling down the crit just to prepare the boost, swinging for a massive 30k to the opponent. He's sitting, he's gonna be guarding with 33. That 15k shield heal is gonna be quite low value this time around, so he's gonna be swinging with a big number, taking the damage, goes to 4, no defensives, using that skill of Mordred Phantom to CB1 withstand all Blaster Darks on the field. He's gonna be guarding with 28, so that's gonna be a 1 to pass. Oh no, it's a 2 to pass. So yeah, 2 to pass. So nothing, no drive checks there, no triggers there, which is quite unfortunate. He's gonna be swinging now for a massive 40k without the boost. This is gonna be 40k 53, and this is gonna be the last Blaster Dark swinging for 60, 50, 60, 65. Oh my flicking god! So takes 1 more damage, and finally swinging for a big number, perfect guards it, and then discarding what card? This is discarding the heal, and then finally goes to his turn. No board, no bit of a hand size, but he will ride onto Blockade for the last time. He's now going to be getting another Force Marker, getting putting it on his Vanguard. Just go all in Vanguard because that's what Kagero does. And then let's go. Let us see what he does here. He's going to be calling down the grade 2. That is a CB1, retire a unit. He's retiring the back row, and then check top 5 if he can call a grade 2 or not. If he won't call a grade 2, he will counter charge. So I just forgot a counter charge there, which is fine. So he's gonna be CC'd, and then he's gonna be using that CB again. Okay, so he's gonna be, this is still the same because he did counter charge, so it's still the same. And then right here, he's not gonna be calling it out again, and he's gonna be counter charging once again. So it's just basically an on-place retire for free if he can't call a grade 2. Because if he calls a grade 2, he will get more power on the board because of Blockade. He's gonna be calling down a grade 1 to Soul Blast 1, and then retire another unit, and then calls a grade 2. He will not call a grade 2. He is gonna draw 2 cards on top of that, sitting with 3 hand cards, and then right here he's gonna be retiring the entire board of the opponent's side, giving plus 20k to the front row. Finally swinging for 4 times, 2 times with the Vanguard, no drive checks. He's gonna be taking a first check, nothing. Second check, a crit, everything to the Vanguard, getting 2 damage. First check, a anime ending with Mordred Phantom. That is quite a good game. Woo! Sadly, Sir Leland couldn't finish it off on his last turn. He committed a lot of cards on the board right then and there, but Tito Kai just had the answer to everything he throws. So yeah, that was one good game.